Hello, YouTube. Hey, it's a little quick story time. Just a little story. Angie's feeling a little better, but she's still getting over her cold, so she's in bed resting anyway. Okay, here's a little story I wanted to tell involving Angie and I. And come right back. I gotta take care of my little cough. Okay, like I said, little story time here. This is when Angie and I went to Chicago for the very first time together. It was quite a long time ago. We decided to take a Saturday and a Sunday, spend a night in Chicago. This is before Facebook, before we had all our Facebook friends and all that stuff. Actually, this dates back to, I would say, the early 2000s, 2001, in that neighborhood. I would say 2000. Yeah, about that neighborhood when Angie and I went to Chicago for the first time together. Spent the night, went to a hockey game, Chicago Wolves, of course. And we just had a wonderful time in Chicago. Went up to Sears Tower and all that stuff, and I also did other things. Then we enjoyed it so much. We waited till weather got warmer. Then Angie and I made another trip to Chicago. This time to Six Flags Great America. Basically, we had a day there. We kind of spent a night at some other place, and I think we ventured on the second day before we headed for home. We ventured to downtown area again. So we was kind of checking out the other situations and that. But like I said, where we live, Chicago's only 2.5 hours away. That's the furthest point. It's always been fun to sneak into the trip to Chicago once in a while back in the day when we used to own our own vehicle. Oh, man. I miss those days and that. So, yeah. Now, while we're telling this story, because I may be hinting something, there's a clue I'm giving you what could be our next trip, basically. So, technically, somewhat fast-forwarded. A few years later, now the advent of Facebook, the internet, and all that stuff, after all those previous trips that Angie and I took, we decided, what's it like to spend a week in Chicago? So we did that back in, I think we did that back in 2009. 2009, maybe 2011. I know it was probably I think it was 2012 was the last time we did that. I have to look to make sure. There was the only time we were able to put money up enough together. And we actually spent a week in Chicago. What did we do? Well, we try to find as much free stuff we can do. Some reduced items. And visit other stuff, too. So it was fun and that. Then, of course, everybody knows our recent trip to Chicago here on YouTube. That was a few years ago. That was back in 2019 when we shared our adventures of Chicago with you guys and that. So, so basically, we just always had a good time whenever we get to go to Chicago and that. And Angie and I have been talking lately. And I don't know what we're going to do officially yet, but we're kind of leaning that way. But we have not got an official word. Like I said, it takes a lot of planning. I got to get a hold of some people and see what because they book in advance what they're planning to do. Especially when it comes to Cubs games and all that stuff. So it's hard to, you have to work around them, basically, if you want to meet up with them too. But, but otherwise, our past trip to Chicago, there was sometimes we'll drive in Chicago and just come right back home. Why we did that, I have no idea. We used to do that almost 3 times a month. And I said, Angie, we're just wasting gas. We're wasting money. Going all the way to Chicago for what? To turn around and come home? We didn't even stop to eat or anything. I remember we used to do that a lot. And I said, can't do that no more, Angie. So I say, if you're going to go to Chicago, at least let's spend a night, do something while we're there. Go out for dinner or do some other stuff. Yeah, those days, I think those are the days like 1999 through 2001, maybe up to 2002, where Angie and I, we were just driving to Chicago and do nothing, come right back. Don't even go to the hockey games. Don't even go to other stuff. There was times we made those trips, and it was just waste of money, waste of gas, and it's just waste of time and that. And I said, if we're going to do this, let's do it right. Let's make it a 2-day trip. Let's make it a 3-day trip if possible. Then we got to a point back in 2009. We made it like for 3. I think we did like for 2.5, 3 days, basically. But we are planning. We're hinting. We're leaning on it. No official words yet. But I thought I'd just tell you a little story that our past trips, sometimes they were good, sometimes they were bad, and sometimes they were just a waste of time. But like I said, what we shared on YouTube back in 2019, same thing could happen. I don't know, basically. But we'll have to see what our budget goes for. We are planning to stay within a 1 day's drive this year. Angie's worried about something, and when Angie worries about something, it's usually correct. We usually stay close to home this time. I think we are planning to stay closer to home this summer than we did the last couple of years on that. So it'll probably be a good idea too, just in case. I thought we'd just tell a little story of our so-called trips to Chicago. Some was just a waste of time. Some could be just extended a little bit longer. And some is just, we could have planned a little bit better, technically. Some of them we could have planned a lot better, too. So, alright, I thought I would just tell you a little story and that. I'm just kind of all over the road on this one tonight. I'm just tired. I'm going to go just wrap up this video and go to bed early. Please like, share, subscribe, don't forget the subscribe button, notification bell. I hope we'll have a more organized video tomorrow. In fact, I am planning a vlog with the new cell phone. I'm going to try to do a regular video through a cell phone, that new one we got, and see how that works out, okay? Because there's going to be times that we may have to do it that way for this reason, because places we're planning to go, that we're planning to do, may not allow this particular camera or our cameras in. Our cell phones would be a go, but these cameras may not be a go. So I got a plan to do a vlog on a new cell phone. And maybe that's why I got it. Alright, we're out of here. We'll see you guys later.